Okay, so back real quick to my interaction with Samsung. Now, I put off making these videos for several weeks because I wanted to reach out to, I wanted a chance to reach out to Samsung and give them a chance to remedy or try to remedy the problem. And I wanted to be able to have a more complete picture of what was going on with their efforts. Now, ultimately, the person I talked to in customer support, and she was great, again, great. She tried everything she could. Oh, and by the way, in case this comes up, yes, I did. Samsung TV is a separate app within the Samsung television itself, and I deleted it. It did nothing to stop the autoplay because, and I was specifically told this by all three people I talked to at Samsung, that Samsung TV is built directly into the operating system of the televisions. Therefore, it has to be there. Okay, that was a bad design decision on your part, Samsung. Okay, and again, that's not even that big of a problem. The problem comes back to this fact that you feel it's okay to force your ads into my living room every time I turn the television on. And every time I open up the menu screen on my television, you feel that it's okay to force your ads on me. That's the problem. It's not okay to do that because I'm telling you right now, I'm not consenting to that. I'm not. I'm not consenting to that. Now, this brings us back to the issue of what is explicit consent and all that. You bought the TV, therefore you consented to all this. You bought the television. It doesn't matter whether you knew what you were getting into, which I did not. And again, I'm tech savvy. I can solve most tech problems on my own or with a quick Google. I rarely actually have to call tech support. I've had to call tech support more and more recently. Now, things are getting a little more complex. There is new wave of tech coming out, new options and stuff that I'm not quite as readily familiar with. So yeah, I'm getting old. I hate to say that, but I accept that. But again, I didn't know what I was getting into because you deliberately obfuscated what I was getting into when I bought this television. You did deliberately hide what the actual end product looked like. Because again, this goes back to that big splash art, beautiful splash art on the front of the box, did not show the ad on the menu bar. You hid that. You knew that was going to be part of this television. You knew that, and you hid it. That's some real scummy shit, Samsung. And the one thing that might raise eyebrows. So that would have raised eyebrows. The other thing that would have raised eyebrows is this constant streaming of ads. You don't mention anything like that about that. You do mention that there might be ads directly into the smart TV interface. Again, you hid that on the side of the box in small print. That should have literally been on the front of the box with all that other stuff where you were talking about all the features. Even just an asterisk with a note at the bottom. But no, you hid it on the side of the box hoping the consumer wouldn't see it. You knew this when you designed the box this way. You knew that this was how it was going to work. Now, there is a whole slew of options out there not slew. There are several options out there that they give you about going to a website to sign up and exercise your privacy rights. And I love the way they phrase this. You can go to this website and exercise these privacy rights and stop us from sharing your information and monetizing your information and collecting certain data and things like that. Okay, now I have not done this yet because, quite frankly, I'm waiting for my blood pressure medication to come in. So I have not done that yet. I'm going to do that, and it's going to be another video in this series, but I haven't done it as of making this video. If I have time, it'll be later today, but I do have a bunch of chores I need to get done today because, like I said before, I haven't been feeling well, so it's an uphill battle for me to get stuff done. But again, this is Samsung obfuscating all this stuff. Now, this is this is real simple, Samsung. This is real simple. Real simple. I click on the advertisement submenu and privacy submenu. Do you want ads directly fed to your television menu? It's a binary question, yes or no. You click no. Problem solved. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. No, instead, anytime you do anything that has anything to do with possibly interrupting your revenue stream and your ad stream, oh, you have to go to this website to exercise your privacy rights. Good for you. Good for you. You're exercising your rights. We pat you on the back as Samsung. We respect your private. No, if you respected my privacy, you would have had the option right there on the television. And don't give me some bullshit that that's not possible. My television is connected to my Samsung account. Now, I do have a Samsung account because I do have several Samsung products. So far, that's not going to last unless this ends. And I'll go into that later. But you know, stop bullshit. Stop patronizing the customer. Knock it off. Just be upfront. Just be upfront. If you buy this product, we are going to, by default, we are going to put advertisements on your menu bar. You may opt out of this feature by going to the advertisement options or the privacy options on the submenu of the television. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. It really was that simple. But you've actually made it more difficult by having a whole separate website where you have to go through and jump through all these hoops and deliberately obfuscating with extra printing on this box those things that are in fact relevant, that should be relevant, core relevance to the buyer of this television. Okay? You're being you are being scummy. This is a shitbag move by Samsung. Yes, Samsung equals shitbag. I am absolutely saying that. Right now I'm calling Samsung directly. I'm calling Samsung a bunch of shitbags for doing this, for setting this up this way, because it is scummy, and you are deliberately making this more difficult than it needs to be for the consumer, so that you can get away with force feeding us with force feeding us ads to make ad revenue for you, which you don't need. Okay, because at no point when I bought this television was there any indication that there would be a continued service provided to me after I bought this television. And that's what you call it. You call Samsung Smart Television some sort of continued service. Okay, Roku is a continued service. And I knew that buying the Roku. When I bought your TV, I was not, and I had no intention of buying a competitor to the Roku. That is not what this was about. That is not what I was looking for when I bought this. Okay? And you are not really a competitor to Roku in that sense, because you're a different thing. When you built this TV, you should have built it to be self-sufficient with those ads, with those apps. And then you simply go and download the apps as you see fit. And then if some other company wants to come along and build an app to go into your app selection, then that's on them. Okay? But there was never an expectation from me as the consumer that I was buying into an ongoing service. And you deliberately obfuscated that. You didn't say that outright. And that is not an assumption I would make as a consumer, as a somebody who's tech-savvy consumer. I'm buying a television. Therefore, that's it. I want a television. I don't want a television that is going to, okay, well, now because you bought our television, here's this ad, and here's this channel, and here's this ad, and oh, we got to plaster an ad. No, that is not what I was looking for when I bought this television. That is not what I expected to get. And you know that's not what people really are expecting when they buy a television, even a smart television. Okay? You know that. Even now, after smart television has been out here long enough, that's not what people are expecting. You buy a television and then you can alter the features on it just like you can a computer or a phone. Which brings me back to my other point. If I bought a Samsung phone and every time I turned on the phone, it started going, "Hey, I'm Howard Hanna here, trying to sell you this house, and here we are on HGTV doing this." No, nobody would buy that product. Well, you know what? Nobody should buy your televisions. For that reason, nobody should buy a Samsung television from this point on. No one. No one.